today. And today we're going to have a game of FA Cup football on the Amstrad CPC. Now, I didn't think this came out on the CPC, probably because I couldn't find the ROM anywhere. But it was under a different name. It's probably why I didn't know about it, but it is on the CPC. Now, I did originally play this back in the day on the Commodore 64. I can't remember if I owned it. I think my mate owned it, actually. I might have acquired it off him a long time ago, so I don't know for sure. I reviewed this for the Spectrum first, and it crashed right at the end. So I don't know if there was a bug with the game. Also reviewed it on the Commodore 64. That was a few years ago now. So let's see how it plays on the CPC. Right, so you can have 1 to 8 players. Well, just me, just have 1. Type my initials in. But what this is a very, very minimal, very basic managerial game. Well, I wouldn't even say it was a managerial game, to be honest with you. If it is, it's a very, very basic one at that. No. Right, so what this does, you choose your team that you know. So even though I don't really full of football, I'll just choose Crystal Palace because why not? So if you go to pass, do you want to pass to round 3? I'm going to put yes. Just for review sakes, I'm going to put yes. I should put yes, not 3. So this is the draw. Grand draw at round 3. It's basically round 1 and round 2 does this. It's the same thing. But it just lasts a lot longer. So basically you're playing, you know, our FA Cup. I think it's the FA or how that works or something like that. Well, it is the FA Cup. That's why it's called FA Cup football. But for review sakes, we're just going to skip to round 3 because it's the same basically. But it just right. So every time you see JG appear besides a team, the computer allocates those teams for me. I think you can pick up to, I don't know, 8 teams maybe if you wanted to. So I've got Oldham, Bangor, AG, Watford, obviously Crystal Palace. That was the team I picked. So basically you've got to sit through this, unfortunately. Can't speed it up or nothing. This is what I mean. One of the other reasons why I skipped to round 3, because round 1 and round 2 will take so long because you've got more teams. But essentially it's the same sort of game. So you're really not missing that much. So any other teams have I got? Now, it's not necessarily that you'll have up to 8 teams, because some of those teams that the computer might have allocated for me might have got knocked out in rounds 1 and 2. Right, Preston. So I've got at least 5 teams through. It does this on all the versions, so it is pretty much the same game as the Spectrum and the Commodore 64. It's a very basic game, but for some reason it's quite an enjoyable game. Right. So now, so the computer's going through all this. So, but the idea of the game is, so this is one of my Oldham. So we can pick defensive, balanced, or attacking. So you can't tell what the computer's doing. I think it might have come up with something. Let's go to attack. So So let's go. I don't know. Attack again. Yeah, you can't see what the computer's doing. So the idea of the game is to get your team or your teams to the FA Cup final. Well, there can only be 2 teams at the end. Right, let's go for C again. Let's go for attacking. Alright. Let's put them all on attack. So it's all random, really. Right. Right, attack. The thing about this game, you can relax and have a cup of tea. Or a beer. Or whatever takes your fancy. Right. Right, X for more. Spacebar, you can speed up the clock. Hold your spacebar down so you don't have to. Right, full time. So Sheffield Wednesday beat Oldham. Right, so Bangor and Reading was a draw. Right, X for more. Right, so whoa, Watford pissed all over Dartford. I've lost my, my team, not my personal team, the team that I picked, beaten by Coventry. Right, X for more. I pushed X. Oh, there must not be any more. Right, quit. Right, so okay, Q. Hang on, what's going on? Took its time, didn't it? Oh right, so this is one because it's got a score, a draw. Now I've got a replay. Right, so let's go for balanced. I don't know. News flash. Yes, have a look at the news flash. Your new footballs have a white. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Right, okay, that's nothing to do with me. So there's not many teams that have to replay. It's only four games. Right, so push spacebar, speed up the clock. Right, oh fuck. So another one of my team are out of the FA Cup. Right. Right, I push Q. Why is it taking so fucking long? Bloody hell. So don't tell me there's another replay. So another... Well, I didn't pay no attention, didn't I? So it looks like we got another replay. This can get a bit annoying when it's the computer, because it's got really nothing to do with us. Right, so anyone going to... Yeah, so Cardiff won that time. Right. Q, right, here we go. So this is draw for round 4, and I think we only got 2 teams through. Everton versus Barnsley. Right. So you know, if you know football in the FA Cup, you know exactly what's going on. So now after teams have been eliminated. So this is what, right, Watford, we're playing Arsenal. So this is what I mean about round 1s and round 2. It's pretty much the same thing, except for you got shitload more teams. So you got all down the divisions, from Division 1 to Division 4. Before the days of the Premiership and League 1 and League 2 or Championship, and what a load of old bollocks that really is. It was much better when it was Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 and Division 4. It just made more sense, didn't it? All this Premiership, Championship, what a load of old fucking bollocks that is. Right. Did I only get one team through? I don't know, I might have only got one team through. Alright, Watford, alright, let's go for defence then. Yeah, I think I only got one team through. Well, that's not good, is it? Alright, speed up the clock. Right, so now it stops at half time. So now you can change your tactics halfway through the game at half time. And that will also change later in the game. And we're winning. No, we're not. We're fucking losing. Right, I think it's time to attack. If we get through. I've got a bit of a feeling we ain't going to do it. Otherwise, well, it's a review at the end of the day. It's just to show you how the game plays. It's a bit of a basic game, but it's definitely one you can enjoy up to more players. Right, so what happened? We lost. So we're out the game. We're out the game now. Right. Is there any replays? Can't see any replays. What's going on? Why ain't it quitting? Oh, here we go. Oh, there is replays. Oh, I didn't go to the next screen, that's why. See, even though you're not playing, you still got to sit through it. I suppose at this point you would probably take bets. Who's going to win the FA Cup? I guess. Right, and then there's another fucking replay. Why it takes so long? Right, I didn't get a news flash. Right, so yeah, we got to sit through this for a replay. Right. Full time, 4-2, thank fuck. Right, so this is draw for round 5. We're not in it no more. Blackburn versus Tottenham. Man United versus Aston Villa. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Norwich versus Southampton. Newcastle versus Man City. Birmingham versus Liverpool. So we got pretty much the top team still there. Portsmouth versus Plymouth. Right, so who do you reckon's going to win the FA Cup then? This is an 80s game. I'll say Liverpool. Right, still goes to half time for right, so it's still got, oh right, so you can change it. Oh, you can see, oh, it says last tactic. Can't see the new tactics they're changing. Right. Full time. Oh shit, we've still got some replays. Chelsea versus Arsenal. There's still some replays. Fucking hell. Come on, for fuck's sake. Why does it take so fucking long? I'm pushing Q. Why is it taking so fucking long? Fucking hell, that takes forever for some reason. Deputy Chairman. Right, okay. Okay, come on, fuck's sake. So we've got to sit through the replays. 4 teams. 4 teams, 4 games rather. Alright, so that's their drawing. Alright, come on, let's see. Here we go, speed up the clock. Right, okay, no replays, thank fuck. Right, round 6. I'm still saying Liverpool. I don't support Liverpool, but it was the team that everyone seemed to support in the 1980s, especially from around London area. Oh, because they won, because they was winning quite a lot back in the 80s. Oh, everyone decides to support them because they were glory hunters. bit like Manchester United in the 90s, where everyone sort of supported them because they was winning everything. Glory hunters. Right, so now this is going to keep stopping at 22 or every quarter, because you can change tactics, because now it's getting close to the FA Cup. Right, change at half time. Right, so there's a draw going on there. So if your favourite team's still in it, whatever that will be. Oh, now you can do substitutes. You can just change the formation. Right, okay, speed up the clock. Oh, right. Oh, there's going to be another replay. Portsmouth versus Everton, and Norwich versus Liverpool. So there's 2 replays. Why does it take so long to do that? Right. There we go. So 22. So you can change your formation. Right, half time. What's going on? Liverpool winning. Liverpool 4-0. Ah, fucking hell, that's 0-0. It's probably going to be another replay if no one scores. Nope, still no one scored. Fucking hell. Come on, someone score. Oh, Everton has scored. Okay. Right, full time. Oh, so Everton and Liverpool are through. Right, so semi-final. Liverpool versus Everton. Oh, a derby. Man City versus Man United. Another derby. So it's either going to be a Liverpudlian team or a Manchester team going to be winning this. So, right, so Man City are beating Man United. I think people from Manchester, I think they'll be more happy to see Man City win. I don't think there are many Manchester people that live in Manchester actually support Man United. They support City. If that's correct, let me know. Right, Liverpool beating Everton and Man City are beating Man United. And full time. So Liverpool are beating Everton and Man City beats Man United quite convincingly. So Man United are going home. Fuck off. Right, so this is the semi-final. The weather is very hot. Ooh, how hot. And it's Wembley Stadium. Well, obviously. Right. So Liverpool versus City. And you can't speed up the clock. When it comes down to the final, you cannot speed up the clock. So 16 minutes, oh, near miss both ends and the crowd are in frenzy. Right, so... And Liverpool in the lead. So if you support Liverpool, your team is winning. I guess you'll be very happy. A long pass, right, okay. So 2-0, 2-0. I did say Liverpool. I did say Liverpool. So if you're a Liverpool supporter, So Safety first tactics are being used. Right, so what's the score line here? 3-0. Right, there we go. 70. Right. Ooh. I think Liverpool have done this. And they've won it 3-0. So Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Hooray. Weren't fucking Crystal Palace, was it? Oh well. Right, what happens now? I do believe, as I said before, the spectrum crashes when it gets to this point, or crashes when it gets to the FA Cup. Maybe, I don't know if that was a fault with the game, it could be the fault with the ROM, I don't know. But, right, what happens now? Does the CPC version always also crash? Looks like it has crashed. Well, at least it went through to the end of the game, so I suppose that's a good thing. Now, it's a very simple game. It's a very, very simple game. You don't really need a lot of knowledge to play this game. As I say, is it a managerial game? If it is, it's very, very, very basic. Because all you have to do is just choose your tactics. That's it. And maybe choose the substitutes when it gets closer to the FA Cup knockout, like the semi-finals, except a newsflash or not. So it's very, very, very basic. But if you're playing friends with this game, there is a lot of fun here. It is quite fun when you're playing more than one player. But for what it is, this would have been a budget game. I think it's worth it. It's definitely worth being a budget game. Yeah, maybe give it a go on either. I don't know if, as I said, the Spectrum version crashes. Commodore 64 version's fine, and this one seems to have. It seems to take very long sometimes to go through when you push the Q button. Sometimes it takes ages. I don't know. I mean, it's fine once you get used to it. But it looks like this is crashed when it gets to this stage. Oh well, luckily it got through to the game. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.